Hi folks, Lee here and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks. I've been really enjoying playing this game lately. I've enjoyed Cold War a lot as well. But I'll be honest, I'm finding Cold War to be a perfectly enjoyable game, and I do think a lot of the criticism of that game is maybe a little bit unfair. I don't know. But I'll be honest, like even myself, I don't even think it's Cold War's fault, but I'm really enjoying playing World of Tanks for something different, if you know what I mean. And I've played a lot of Call of Duty, and I really enjoy those games, and I will continue to keep making videos about Cold War, but I will admit I'm really enjoying playing this game. So I think I'm going to be making a lot more videos of this game in the future. But as I said, the Cold War ones will be there as well, and I do still enjoy playing that game from time to time. But I have to admit I've been really enjoying playing this, and I think it's because it's a new challenge, if you know what I mean. As I said, I'm bad at this game, although as you'll see for the clips here, I actually do pretty well in some of these matches. So I don't know what it is. I used to play this game in PC and I was just as bad at it then as I perceive myself to be now. But maybe it's more of a kind of, back when I played it in PC, that was quite a few years ago, I was a bit less patient. Maybe I'm just, a bit better at kind of being a bit more patient now with this kind of game. So maybe that's why I'm doing a little bit better. So as you can see, we're playing the T-56 gun motor carriage, which is a US tank destroyer. It seems to be one of the few kind of low tier um, vehicles in this game where you actually get like a pretty decent gun even at a low tier. I think this has got a 3-inch gun, which I believe is the same gun you use in like the original Sherman. So it is a pretty good gun. And as you can see here, we get a couple of kills in this game. We do pretty well for ourselves. And one thing about this game is, it's not, the time to kill is obviously quite long. You can, it's not a game where you get into matches like, looking to get loads and loads of kills, if you know what I mean. It's more about the kind of overall damage you do, if you know what I mean. So you can go into a match and get maybe one kill or even no kills, but if you do a lot of damage to enemy tanks, then you're still going to get like a high score, if you know what I mean. But this tank destroyer here is, I've really enjoyed playing that one. And I done pretty well in that match. I've got quite a few clips here. It's just more of a kind of, a little kind of compilation of, gameplays where I thought I'd done pretty well. And obviously I've just started playing this game, so it's all low tier stuff. And one thing I will say that's quite annoying is, the low tier games seem to, a lot of them seem to take place in the one map, and that's this Himmelsdorf. So I've actually got a few gameplays of Himmelsdorf on here, and it is a little bit repetitive, so there's not really a lot I can do about that, to be honest. But it is a good map for, I don't know why my teammate was shooting at my other teammate there. That was a little bit weird, but I decided like I'm not gonna like go in front of him. So we've got another tank coming up here, and yeah, we wreck him. But again, he was like mostly out of health there, so I'm not actually gonna get a lot of XP for that. That's what you get in this game. You get XP, and then that way you work your way up the tech tree in the tanks. So, but most of the XP you get for a tank will be, it will contribute towards that particular tank's line, if you know what I mean. It's particular tech tree line. So the way I'm playing it now with the American TD, most of the experience I get playing that will go towards the American TD line, if you know what I mean. You do get like free experience, but that's like a small percentage of the total experience points you get, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so we're doing pretty well in this game. You know, we're doing a lot of kind of damage, and you know, we're getting kills as well from time to time. And then we start getting like artillery firing at us. So I eventually kind of decide to sort of like back off here a little bit. And it's one thing about this game, like there's like a spotting distance system as well, so you can have tanks, and if they're behind like cover or like a bush or something, like you're not going to see them, but they might see you, and they might be able to take shots at you. So you can sometimes be taking shots from tanks and you don't even know where they are, if you know what I mean. So that's why it's quite important to like not go out in the open, if you know what I mean. You know, you really want to be behind cover, or if you are going to move, you want to move to cover, if you know what I mean. And this map's actually pretty good for like practicing that, if you know what I mean. Because you've got the wide open space in the middle, and then you've got like streets, you know, which are working as basically lanes in the map, you know, and it teaches you like how to basically like, you know, take cover, and you know where's the best places to like fire from and stuff like that. So obviously we didn't meet a great end in that game. And I'm a little bit selfish in the sense that like if the game, you know, if I die in the game, a lot of the time I'm just gonna quit out. Some people will sit and watch what their team's doing, but I tend to just sort of quit out, which is kind of selfish because, you know, if you stay in you can help out your team and stuff like that, but you know, it's not like I'm playing with anyone just now, you know. So the next game we've got here, we're in the Soviet BT-7. I do like my Soviet tanks, I do like my British tanks. Those are the two sort of main lines that, you know, I like to work my way through in this game. I did like that US tank destroyer we were using earlier. You know, I really liked that one, but overall, like, the US tech tree isn't the kind of tree that I like going down in this game, if you know what I mean. So as you can see, we're racking up quite a few kills in this match, and again, I'm on the same map, I'm on Himmelsdorf, you know, but I've managed to get myself, there's this one lane in the map that you can go up where it takes you up to this elevated bit where, you know, you basically get a good view of that whole middle bit, and you can just, you know, fire down at people, and as long as there's no one else up there, then you're going to be pretty much okay. It's quite good. And then I start taking hits here. Now I get down to like about 40 health, yeah, and then somehow they stop firing. I don't know if it was that guy, I took him out, but you know, somehow, you know, I got spared there. And then I notice there's a couple of tanks kind of nearby, so I move out, and this is where I get quite lucky. So we've got this medium here, and I start firing at him, and he gets another hit on me, but I'm able to like take out his tracks and then fire a final shot, and that took care of him. And that's one thing about the minimap in this game, it's not like the Call of Duty minimap. Like, the minimap is literally the whole map, and you would do very well as a player starting this game to use that map as much as you can. You know, whether it's looking for tanks to try to get into your own base, or whether it's looking for tanks to go after, or whatever. Obviously as a light tank as well, you want to be scouting, so that's how your teammates are going to know that there's other tanks there, is if you go out and scout and then the enemy tanks will appear in the minimap. So last game we've got here, and this is what I consider to be like my best one. We've got the Valentine AT, which is a British tank destroyer. I believe that's the one we were using in the last video. And we're finally in a different map here. So this is a bit more of an open map. I really like this map because you've got a lot of kind of bushes and other cover you can use as well. Not so much cover, but more like concealment, if you know what I mean. You don't want to be you don't want to be there if something's already shooting at you. So we already see like a couple of light tanks running around the map, so I managed to take him out, and then there's another one there and got him as well. So we start kind of like pushing up a little bit, and I don't like to push up too far with a tank destroyer. Like I like to kind of hope, you know, kind of keep it back, if you know what I mean, because as I says, these are basically like the snipers of the game. So I like to sort of keep them back and, you know, basically just kind of cover my team, if you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like that way, you know, it lets my team move up, and then if they run into trouble, then I can like kind of help them out, if you know what I mean. So we're just kind of like slowly moving through like a few of the houses here, and then we start spotting other tanks you know, coming towards us. So we're doing pretty well in this match so far. Not really lost too many people, if you know what I mean. But I'm still like staying back, just, you know, obviously so that if things start like coming forward, like I can help out my team. So I get a couple of hits here, and I take care of that guy. And then again, I kind of like just kind of resist the temptation to like sort of move forward, if you know what I mean. So see how like I was shooting at him there, and then he just like suddenly disappeared, and that's like basically like the spotting system in the game again. So he's like moved back and he's out of the range of like any of my teammates, so he's like hidden again, if you know what I mean. And then I finally start kind of like moving up because there's like only a couple of the sort of enemy team left. And then this guy's already taking like a lot of hits, and then just kind of line up and boom. Yeah, so this went pretty well overall. You know, I don't usually do this well in this game, you know, so I was pretty happy about this match. I was pretty happy about quite a few of the matches actually, like the other one, you know, the last one was good as well. But yeah, so yeah, and then our team deals with the last guy, so you know, that's us kind of won the game. And there's me came in second. But yeah, I don't usually do this well at this game, but as I says, I'm really enjoying it, so I'm definitely going to be making a lot more videos of it, and I've got other plans as well, but I'll reveal them kind of like later on. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you'd like to see more of this content, then please do subscribe. Bye folks.